I think you've got a wee stick in your eye. Let me just get a wee stick out your eye here, look. Oh, can I get it? Oh, here it is. Hello, Shalom, Boker Tov, Shema, Israel, Adonai, Eloheinu, Adonai, Achad, and good morning. Let me see, I'll show you what it is I'm making just now. It's a bed frame, and I've got parts lying all over the place. So, here's a drawing, look, right in the middle of the workbench. I can't even get to it. I'll try and see if I can street show. Get it. Oh, here it is. I did a couple of designs for a bed frame for a customer, and believe it or not, this woman, she's a helicopter pilot. Here's her. Give me a couple of days, I'll hit ready, I'll get your phone. So, I'm going to have a chat with her. I'm going to ask her if there's any chance that you guys can fly around my workshop rather than over my workshop, because it's disturbing my peace. Here is a sketch, let's see if you can see that. It's a sketch of a bed frame. Normally I do a drawing on the CAD. And I'll let the customer see it, but she's a friend of mine's and she knows my stuff, so she says, beautiful, just make it. So I'll set the camera up, put it in a tripod, and we'll work our way with it. I'll show you how I'm doing these joints. Look, they've got like a housing joint into the side of there to support that. Now these are the end pieces. These go at the end here. There's no way I was going to have this board going all the way up. Not good for the mattress. So the only ones that I've got going all the way up is the ones at the side. So they'll drop down and go all the way up. And this one will drop down and go all the way up too. So my arm's getting tired having a tripod with a camera on it. So I'll set the camera up and we'll mark up and I'll show you a bit of how I make it, the tenon on this machine here, which is my tenon thingamajig machine. If you see in here, look, there's the cutter. It's a nice big flat cutter, and this will rise and fall accordingly to what you need. And even though I've done a fair bit of cutting in it, there's still a wee bit of dust, but the dust extraction comes off like that. So it's piped. This pipe here normally locates itself into my router table, but I just swing it over, put it into there, and you'll see, and it takes away the dust. Does it in one hit, one stroke, and that's it done. Perfect, perfect shoulder. Right, I'll get on with it now.
Every day will bring me something new. So I spread all my footprints around, yeah. I know that every day will always bring me something new.
This is normal practice for me. This sheet of plasterboard that's underneath here is drawn. Again, if it was at £6, something like that, to buy a sheet of plasterboard, so that I could do a drawing of the side of the bed, showing. Look here, I've got the headboard which I'm making in the same way as these slats are. So, and there's a window up here, so I can't make the headboard go too high, but there's a wee angle on the headboard, 5 degrees, that's what I drew. And the other thing is, it's quite interesting, and you'll see this on site when I go to fit this job on site, that there's a built-in step that comes across the whole of the room. I think underneath is part of a granite wall that's coming up into the room, that instead of removing that part of the wall, the builders have just created a little step. So this is the reason for this cutouts here. They've got cutouts there so that it sits there. Here is the line of this stuff. That's the bottom of that. That's the top of that. Drawn at the side of it with the notch out. Here's the notch out. And the three of them I've got, of course, that. Left, middle and right. So that's the three sizes that I've needed. I spoke about this before. Here's my original design. And I was going to do this in oak, and I was going to do these things called Dutchmans. They're like butterfly joints to hold the two together, and I glue one of them, the Dutchmans, into one, and the other one should just slip in. So not a bad design. The only issue that I might have with it is when the wood starts to shrink and expand and blah blah blah, you Dutchmans on the one that's not glued is not going to like it. So here is the bed. So I set up the bed frame there, and then I've got to maybe put like a 9mm piece on top of here just to build up a wee bit, so as I can put my slats on. I'm going to have to put another frame here underneath to put a side rail on, so that I can set the slats for the bed going that way. Alright, so I'll set a camera up and we'll do a wee time lapse again, listen to some nice music and make this job.
Nearly gave you a heart attack. Thought I told you to watch your back. Never know what to expect down here. That's the only solid fact. Guess I'd rather be on vacation. Guess I haven't got the education. I don't really have an explanation. So I found a new game to play. Thought I told you to stay away, but I see you're here anyway. So yeah, guess you're welcome to overstay. Just don't build up your expectations. It's not a good time to test my patience. And don't get in this situations.
I'll show you this. This here is the headboard of the bed. Sorry. So that's the headboard. Stop banging the tripod. And it's been stained. It's got one coat of stain on it. And it's made to look like as if it's been made up by pallets, but I've never saw wood like that, as wide as that, on pallets before. It's still keeping its roughness. So, what we're doing here, and we'll wait to make the base of it. You saw in the drawing, the two outer ones go all the way up. The shorter ones are just up to go underneath the mattress. So I'm making that up now. So I've drawn my drawing on 1:1 scale on my plasterboard. I'm just setting this up here like this, because these, once I get this one fixed to this one, get this one fixed to this one, I can then take the remainder and these can all slip in underneath like so to there. Use my wee blocky. That's my blocky for my guide. And there. Set properly. Wait a minute. It's upside down. Good job I was using this for real. This is where it's supposed to be. Oh, that's it there. So that gets in there. And so forth. And then I can fix that. Morning YouTube. It's a beautiful morning, almost winter. Winter's coming, it's not quite yet. It's like, I can smell it in the air, snow is coming. It's a beautiful part of Scotland I'm in just now. And over there is a funny looking, that's a funny looking mountain. Ben, there'll be a Ben something. Over in that direction is Benahi. Anyway, we're at a job. All my work during the week to make this bed has come to the point now that I'm going to go and fit it in. And I've lifted all the parts upstairs because it's too heavy to lift in the winter. And we'll see how we get on. I'll put on the time lapse. Morning! She's not just now because she's had to go away to fly her helicopter, which is cool. She flies over my workshop all the time and she says she's always looking out to see if she sees my van sitting outside the workshop. Anyway, here we are. I've lifted all the parts in. That's the headboard, the sides, the base, and here are the slats. And here is the room it's going into. You'll understand in a minute why this needed to be a bespoke. Here's this step. It's a very old cottage. And I think this is almost like a wall head of some sort coming up through the floor. And rather than the people that converted this, which was an old church at one time, they converted it into like a living accommodation, so they've kept that. So, right, I'll set the camera up somewhere, I'll do a wee time lapse and we'll get this thing together and we'll get out of here.
Someday I'll find home, the picture in my mind, a place where I can go, and you'll be always mine, always mine. Love has passed like the seasons.